Hi. Okay, you guys have to bear with me. I'm like super nervous. I'm kind of all over the place. So if I start messing up, let's just nod, smile, and pretend I said something super interesting. Okay. Before I start, I want to thank the mastermind behind this great event, Fahmi, for this incredible opportunity. Okay, so my name is Reem Suede. I'm an Omani graphic designer and the founder of Reem the brand. Today, I'll be talking to you about my journey, how I started, and where I am today. So it all pretty much started on Instagram for me. I was a graphic designer living abroad, a full-time job, and I occasionally posted my designs on my personal Instagram page. I was always super curious to see what my design looked like in print on products, and so I did just that. I saved money and I started sampling my designs on products for myself. You name it, I sampled on all kinds of things, folders, portfolios, phone covers, bags, coasters, and eventually I got to silk scarves. Sorry. Don't know if you can see this, but it's, yeah. Okay, so it was how people responded to my post that got me hyped. It was the sudden outburst of interest and curiosity in my work. It was people asking when I'd stock up, if I'd be selling, people asking to reserve pieces, that got me thinking that I could really do something out of this. But when I started off, I had no background knowledge in business. I had no clue where to even begin. Luckily, I had friends and family in business, so I picked up on things from observing. But still, we were on entirely different fields. Nevertheless, I put myself on the spot. I publicly announced that I'd be going into business, leaving myself no choice in backing down. Sorry. Okay, so I put my knowledge in graphic design and branding to create the Reem identity. I switched my Instagram account from a personal one to a public business account, and that's how where it all began. Okay, so I definitely assumed things would be easy when this all started. I thought it would be a piece of cake. I thought I'd be designing 24/7, and that was totally fine by me, but obviously that's not how it worked out. It started to become a bit of a challenge when it came down to the details. I finally had a product. I had a silk scarf, and it was more important for me to sell the brand to people than it was to simply sell the product. So I needed good packaging, and I couldn't settle for anything. I wanted something that created an impact on the buyer. I wanted buying alone to be an experience, and so I put my mind to it, and I created the package. But then I couldn't give away the package without a paper bag, so we designed the paper bag. I was dealing with silk being a delicate fabric that could easily be ruined. So it was my duty to inform the buyer on how to care for it. So I designed the care cards. It was starting to feel a little too robotic and a little too businessy for me, so I designed little thank you notes, a little personal touch. And then I was basically left with hundreds of scarves and packages and tissue papers and care cards, and I had to spend several sleepless nights putting all these things together, individually packing every product. And then we were good to go. We were good for sales. Where am I? Okay. So finally, we were making sales. I was generating money. I was a graphic designer, and that's all I really knew. But I need to keep track of my finances. I need to keep track of how much was spent, how much I was making, what was selling, what wasn't. So there I was doing finance and accounting and doing inventory work when I had no clue how to even go about these things. On the other hand, my business is based on sales, and sales won't happen on its own without effective marketing. So there I was doing sales and marketing when I had no clue how to even go about sales. But basically, you can tell it was very overwhelming, but it had to be done, and I had to do it. So I did. Yeah, okay. Okay, so, sorry. Okay, so it's been 2 years, and so far, the products I've launched range from long scarves, shiel, square scarves, mini scarves or pocket squares, and graphic t-shirts. A lot of the choices I've made in regards to my products, my current and future products, are solely my own decisions. However, I do listen to what people suggest and request, be it in the form of comments or likes or queries or whatever it may be. This minimal bit of interaction that social media allows between a business and its followers is incredibly crucial to a business like mine. I'm still testing the market out to understand what it is people want and, more importantly, what it is people need. And so interacting with the public and building a relationship with my followers is beneficial to me. It gives me a clear idea of what it is people want, therefore helping me make better design choices. At the end of the day, people, after all, are my targets. It's not about the designs that I like. It's not about my taste. It's about providing something you would like. Yeah. Next picture. Okay. So the best feedback for me comes in the form of posts, pictures of my products, my packages, outfits of the day, selfies on vacation in my t-shirts. But this has got to be, obviously, one of my greatest achievements ever. This alone made everything so very worth it. The sleepless nights, the super early mornings. Being a business owner, it's very easy to get very caught up with work, perhaps a little too caught up that you kind of lose sight of things, especially when the stress gets a little too intense. But it's moments like this, achievements like this, that remind me, at least, of why I even started this and why I'm still doing it today. Thanks. Almost done. 2 more. Okay, so obviously one of my biggest struggles as a small-time business is not having a physical store. A lot of the time, people are reluctant to buy things online. People still prefer to try and feel and see the product prior to purchasing it. A lot of people say they can't see much on social media, that the designs aren't that clear. So that, unfortunately, is a struggle with operating strictly via social media. There's always the fear of overwhelming followers with posting a little too much, and versus not, how do I say this? Versus not posting enough to do the design and the product justice. So this year, I've decided to tackle this issue. Unfortunately, it's a little too soon for a physical store. However, we have explored the option of turning this business into an e-commerce business. And so with that being said, I'm pleased to announce that we are finally weeks away from launching the Reem online store, allowing customers easier access to our designs and our products, and allowing me finally to tap into the global market. Last one. 11 seconds. Okay, so in conclusion, my brand remains a work in progress. I'm still learning. I'm still growing. I'm still working on establishing myself and my business. And I know I have a long way to go, but day by day, I'm learning a little something new, and I like to think I'm getting better at what I do. And I believe that with patience, hard work, and your support, I will hopefully get there. Yeah.